Hello and welcome to the Climbing Daily Friday Gear Show. Now we're currently here in Magic Wood climbing with a bunch of YouTubers. And I thought, well, hey, that's a great gear show. What shoes are they using? Because they're using them almost every single day to produce a video, so they're going to know what they're talking about. So kicking off this shoe YouTube roundup, we've got Annie from the Dab Rats.
Hello.
We've been filming all day. I'm not going to reveal too much of that to you guys now, but let's talk about climbing shoes.
Yes.
Starting off with the basics, are you sponsored, not sponsored, looking for sponsorship? How's it going?
Sponsorship would be lovely.
Okay.
Yeah, no, definitely not sponsored. So yeah, this is pure, just my unfiltered opinion.
Excellent, that's what we like to hear. So you're wearing 510s, high angles. So why have you gone for high angles in the first place?
Pretty much because I have a really tiny heel, and I was looking for something that would fit it and not be too baggy on the bottom. These still are a bit for me. I think I'm still kind of searching for the best heel because mine is just like flat. Yeah. So I still find on like a really committed heel hook that I'm not quite trusting it enough. But they fit I love the feel of them. They're really like the perfect softness and hardness.
Well, it's interesting you talk about the hardness thing because it's stealth rubber,
Yeah.
but the normal blue high angle thing is known for
Yeah.
being very, very stiff.
Yeah.
Have you found that this has broken in a little bit for you?
They were pretty painful to start with. I had to wear them in bed. I could do one warm-up route in them and then just had to take them off. But after a couple of weeks of working at them, they just became really, really good.
Can we step back a bit? In bed?
In bed. Yeah, no, I'd pull them on and just lie there kind of just like feeling a bit sweaty and just bearing it for 10 seconds or something, and then eventually it got better. So.
Amazing. So being the synthetic
Yeah.
is designed not to stretch as much.
Yeah.
Have you noticed any stretching or has it stayed pretty much the size?
No, it's definitely stretched enough, but not like I still feel like they're tight enough to be able to trust the toes, but they are now so comfy that I can kind of wear them.
So it's perhaps eased in a bit rather than stretched.
Yeah. No, I have a unsynthetic pair that definitely they do get kind of baggy, whereas these have just really fit the shape of my foot really nicely.
And what's your normal foot size and what's the size of them?
I'm like a 7.5 and these are 7, so actually it's not.
So half a
too
size
big.
down.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that's cool. What are they good at and what are they bad at, do you think?
I have found that the toe hooks maybe isn't as good, but that's probably my toe hooking. But yeah, I really trust the edge really well because it's quite soft to get a lot of feedback. But yeah, the heel just, I would like it to fit me better. So I'm not sure if it's like the fit of the shoe that lets me down my foot shape or if it's the shoe itself, but I haven't really tried enough to know.
And edging wise, because they're meant to be powerful on those edges. Here we're here in Magic Wood, there's a lot of crimps, a lot of small edges.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty happy on small footholds actually. I find it once they're warmed up, once I've tried a bit, then I find them really good. Climbing in the peaks on them, really nice. Once I'm warmed up into them. Did crescent arete in them.
Ooh, nice.
Which the first few goes I was just like, I can't trust this at all, and then
that is high
really soft. Well. Yeah, that was
nice.
That was fun. But yeah, I like the edge for sure. I've just gone through them today.
Well, there you go, 510 if you're listening. Send Annie some new shoes. Annie, thank you very much. That's been awesome. I'll see you in a bit.
Yeah, thanks.
So I'm here with Tom from Bouldering Bobat. Nice to see you again, man. Again, we've been filming. We're not going to talk about what we've been filming. Very exciting. We're looking at your shoes, and the first thing you said is, my God, they stink. Is this an Evolv problem or just a general your foot problem?
I think it's a combination of the two. I don't think there's a single pair of shoes I haven't owned that didn't smell terrible. These ones in particular, they actually have something that Evolv are calling anti-smell technology.
Right.
Smell great for maybe a month, and then have become the worst smelling shoes I've ever owned in my entire life. They're in my bag on the tube, and if I need to get something out of my bag, I will wait to get off because people look at me. They're like, "Has he got a dead dog in there?" I don't know.
Sometimes.
Sometimes I do, but sometimes it's just the shoes.
Right. What are they? What make, model, type?
So we have got here. We have the Evolv Oracle. They're lace up. They've got. They actually don't. I don't think they have an insert in the front, but they do have in the stitching on the inside. They've got the Evolv Love Bump thing.
Right. I've never heard of this.
So it started with the Shaman.
Yeah.
Basically, Chris Sharma's shoe. He basically want a little bump in here. So in here you have a little bump, and your big toe can kind of wrap around that, and you can kind of pull on it a bit. So they have a bit of that going on, so it makes them good for steep stuff. Personally, I love the whole toe. Like when they were fresh, edging, amazing. And also, as I started to wear them in, for a lace-up, the toe hook's still really good.
I want to talk about the lace-up, because usually with bouldering shoes, people tend to go for Velcro.
Yeah.
The lacing, why do you like that?
It just gives you a little bit more control over getting it kind of maybe tighter in the midsection. I mean, people have different feet, right? So if you have more control over that, that's a bit better. But at the same time, I also love slippers, so I'm torn. But the laces on these work really well for me, and like with all Evolv shoes, they are pretty comfy.
Well, they've got that split tongue, haven't they? Big padded split tongue. Is that breathable? Do you find yourself sweating in it, or is it not too bad?
I mean, it's not too. I've been wearing climbing shoes for so long that I don't really think about those kind of things. Like if it's sweaty and horrid, I don't mind as long as I can still climb in them. But yeah, they're pretty breathable, and it's not too bad.
And the rubber on these Evolv shoes is
It's just the Evolv Trax rubber, I'm pretty sure.
and you've
Don't
got
quote me on that.
split midsole as well, so better for sort of
Better
overhanging stuff.
Yeah, exactly. The only slight issue I have with them is probably the heel. At first, it was really good. I mean, I've had these for about maybe 9 months now, and I haven't gone through.
They've lasted.
They've lasted really long. But yeah, as they've got a little bit baggier on some extreme heel hooks, the heel does pull off a little bit. But they weren't like that to start, so that's just me kind of having shoes that last ages. And it's quite a solid construction, so there's a lot of rubber on the back. I think some people like that. Personally, I would prefer a slightly more sensitive heel. The only good thing about it is that I have, in some situations, been able to effectively crimp with the side of my heel, because it's pretty solid. So I get the side of my foot on. I don't even know which way this foot would be facing.
Yeah.
But yeah, imagine you're heel hooking with your left foot. I can kind of place that edge there on an edge and kind of almost edge down with it.
Which is kind
awesome.
of cool. That's a feature.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
What's your street shoe size, and what size of those?
So I'm about 8.5 or a 9, and I wear a 9 in these.
Oh, okay. So actually almost going up.
Yeah, almost going up, but I would say go for similar to your shoe size with most Evolv shoes.
Okay.
The X1, try them on before you buy them, because I think the sizing on those is a bit different.
Sweet. All right, Tom, thank you very much indeed.
No worries.
Right, new day in Magic Wood, hence the new t-shirt, and I'm here with Emil. Now, dude, you were initially known for being in Eric's vlogs. You've recently sort of branched out into your own vlog world. You've got your own YouTube channel now. Mm-hmm. How's that all going?
It's going pretty well. Initially, I just started it because I kind of wanted to create my own stuff, just make some outdoor vlogs, and outdoor vlogs usually don't do so well on the channel. So that's why I started it, and now it's kind of becoming more of a thing anyways. And I'm starting a new series where I train to do my first 8C boulder. Yeah.
It's going to be good, man. Well, we're here today because it's the gear show. We're talking about shoes. And I like the fact that we wanted to talk about shoes and you brought like a lot of shoes. Look, check this out.
Here's my little...
It's a man with a lot of shoes.
My bundle of joy.
Let's pick two out of it. So two of your favourites, perhaps.
Okay.
Yes. See, now I'm well chuffed you picked that because I'm a big advocate of the drone.
Okay.
And people don't get it because like, I literally had a guy the other day say to me, why of all the shoes are you wearing that one? And I was like, because I like it. It's a great shoe. And it is a great shoe.
For sure, yeah. I think the drones are like my go-to shoe for steep, overhanging outdoors climbing. Mm-hmm. Works really well indoors as well, for sure. The only issue I have with this one is when I have to smear on stuff. Mm-hmm. So when I'm climbing in Fontainebleau, for example, I would probably not use this one so much. Yeah. And then I have my go-to favorite. Yeah, I've used this one for years. This is actually the first shoe I got. Well, not the specific one, but the Pythons were the first pair I got, and they've been sticking with me for several years.
Nice. Let's talk specific. So what's your street shoe size, and what size do you take in both these shoes?
Okay, so my street shoe size is 44 and a half, 45. Mm-hmm. And in the Pythons, I downsized quite a bit, down to 42.
Okay.
Yeah. But with the drones, I can go much higher. So these are a pair of 44s, and that's... I think it's a perfect size, but I could go slightly smaller, but that would probably hurt a little bit. Okay. Yeah.
Now, what I love about the drone is, one of the things I love is the size of that toe patch. Probably because I'm not the most skilled climber in the world, and if I'm doing a toe hook, I just want to wodge it in and forget about it. You don't need to be that precise with it that big.
For sure. No, the toe hook on this one is majestic. Like I stab it somewhere and it sticks for days. It's like hard to get it off. Definitely my favorite part of the shoe. And I think the heel it's really stiff, which means that even if it's a little bit, even if you have a little bit of air in it, as I do, it still works really, really well. Yeah.
I find with mine, it's like I've got a bit of puffiness at the bottom of it.
Exactly.
And yet I don't notice it for some reason. Like if I'm really cranking, maybe, but I don't roll off holds, which I quite like about that.
Yeah.
La Sportiva, is that the, is it edge or grip for Vibram on that?
Oh, I don't remember.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I think, exactly.
Grip.
It's grip.
There we go.
Yeah.
So theoretically a bit better for smearing and just being a bit softer.
For sure. Yeah, I don't know. This one also works on overhanging boulders for me, but it's definitely the go-to smear shoe on the market.
Now, you're a very tall, very muscular bloke. Do you find that shoes are a little bit too soft sometimes for you?
That's been a big discussion over the years because I've always worn pretty soft shoes. Like I wear the Furia S as well, and I find those to be superb. So for some reason, soft shoes just fit me really, really well, even though I'm on the slightly heavier side. Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much indeed. Go and watch Emil's vlogs. There's a link in the description below. Go check him out, subscribe, all the rest. Thank you very much, man.
Thank you.
Eric, we've saved you till last. I know, you're the prime position here. Welcome to Magic Wood.
Thank you, dude.
Really cool to hang out with you again.
Likewise.
We're doing a gear show. We're talking about shoes, and we've covered everyone. We've got Dabrats, we've got Boulder and Bobat, we have an Emil over there. Now it's your turn.
Okay.
And I'm chuffed that you've got the Aleon, not pronounced alien, as I discovered recently, the Aleon 510.
Yeah.
Why do you like that?
Actually, it's the first 510 I've ever been able to use because I have quite wide feet. So yeah, the 510 never fitted me, but these ones actually fit me. So I have multiple people in the gym like, how come you're using 510? Are they any good? I don't know. I've never seen them before. And yeah, I say this a lot, but it could be my favorite shoe. Yeah.
It's very downturned. It's very aggressive.
Yep.
It's very much aimed towards that bouldering, overhanging steepness.
Yep.
Does it work for indoor climbing as much as outdoor climbing? Because that's kind of what you're most known for, I guess, in the YouTube world.
Not known for outdoor climbing. Yeah, I think it works on both. I'm surprised that they're quite downturned and stiff, but somehow they're still quite soft as well. So for me, it's worked on everything except maybe standing on boxes. It's not the perfect thing, I would say. But everything else, I think, could be the top.
And the heel, because 510 shoes, I kind of have a love-hate relationship with the heel of shoes. Like 9 times out of 10, I think they suck.
Yeah.
But every now and again, you get a really good one.
Yeah.
For you, does that work?
Yeah, the heel is perfect, actually. That's a big selling point. So, yeah, I'm super impressed with the shoe.
Okay.
Yeah.
And stealth rubber on those?
Yep.
Okay.
And it's a C4. I don't know if,
Yeah, it's always been one of my favourite. It's just felt so sticky, so solid, so dependable, and consistent as well. I feel like doesn't matter where I've got the hold on that sole, it will stick for me anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I've used them for 2 weeks now, so I'm starting to feel the stealth hype, I think. But yeah, I'm really psyched.
Once you go stealthy, don't go back, I tell you. What's your street shoe size and what's those?
So my street shoe size is 42.5, and these ones, I took them a bit bigger because I want to train in them. So these are 44 actually.
Ooh, wow.
But they sit perfect, even though I'm quite sweaty in my feet. I haven't ripped them off my heel at all.
Okay.
So yeah, maybe you can go up a bit on these ones.
That's interesting because usually 510 I drop down at least half a size, so that's good to know. Okay, so let's talk about the elephant in the room, which is the Adidas takeover of 510.
Yeah.
I get a lot of people on YouTube being like, oh, the quality's gone down since Adidas took over. I actually think that's rubbish, personally. I actually think the quality's gone up, but that's my opinion.
Yeah.
What do you think? Are they held together so far, or are they made out of cardboard?
I mean, I've heard that too, that people say that. Frankly, I have no data at all, especially since I haven't used 510 prior to it. But I mean, so far, so good.
Okay.
So I'm hopeful. I wish they're wrong. I wish everyone is wrong, but I guess we'll find out soon.
Exactly. It'll be interesting to see how those last as you use them. Because I don't know, people have been saying the quality's gone, and I'm a bit like you. I don't wear enough 510 shoes to really notice that difference. So I know your comment below, letting us know what you think, but please do, because we love to hear your opinion. Cool. Well, Eric, thank you so much for this. We've got loads of videos coming with Eric and all of the YouTubers that have been featured on this show coming soon. And there's links down below to all of their channels. So if you haven't subscribed, you must subscribe because they are brilliant, as you know. Cheers, Eric.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching, guys.
Bye.